Hello, and thanks for joining us today. I'm Jay Flynn, Director of the Homes for Heroes Foundation, and I'm joined today by Christine Jones, Semper and America's Fund Case Manager, Homes for Heroes Mortgage Specialist Bretton McDonald, and our very special guest, Service Member Hero Doc Jones. Hey, it's my honor to be here with all of you guys today.
Our honor.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're honored.
Awesome. So, Christine and Doc, as part of the Homes for Heroes Circle of Giving, the Homes for Heroes Foundation provides grants to nonprofits whose mission is to support our heroes in dire need. Guys, Bretton and I are honored to present this $5,000 Homes for Heroes Foundation grant to Simplify and America's Fund. And Bretton's got the check.
Yeah, it's a big one. Well, there we go. Let's see if you can hear me.
Oh, wow. It is.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Woo! All right.
Thank you so much.
All right. So let's just take a few minutes and let's talk about Simplifying America's Fund and the wonderful work that you guys are doing. So, Christine, I see you guys were kind of, started in 2003 as a grassroots movement of Marine Corps spouses. So tell us how Simplifying America's Fund has grown over the last 21 years.
Well, we were started in 2004, as you said, by, four Marine spouses. Grew from there. Karen Gunther, our CEO and founder, saw an immediate need in the hospital. She was a nurse at Camp Pendleton and saw the Marines coming back, the sailors coming back, and having needs that were being unmet. And it just grew from there with our initial donation. And at this point, over the years, we are now have assisted over 32,000 service members and their families with our holistic approach, supporting the families, the service members, their transitions, integrative health, and all kinds of different areas, and building our lifetime relationships with our service members and their families.
Wow, that's awesome. 32,000, is that what you said?
Service members and family members, yes.
Wow, that's impressive. That's impressive. Mm-hmm. So, Bretton, you're a big supporter of our heroes, like those helped by Simplifying America's Fund. As a Homes for Heroes mortgage specialist, tell us a little bit why this is important to you, why this group means so much to you to nominate them.
It's such a, I've been following Semper Fi Fund for, I'd say maybe 3-4 years now, and just loved everything they're about. I actually met them at doing an Operation Appreciation event down in Camp Pendleton in Oceanside. And I met a couple, I still have it right here. It's from about 4 years ago. I got a magnet. And they were just such cool people, and it was such a good, it fit. And I feel like I should have done this a long time ago. So it was just, and something came up where it was on social media, Semper Fi Fund, and it was just such a perfect fit with Homes for Heroes and the foundation that everybody, you guys help. I couldn't think of anybody more deserving, and proud to nominate it, and grateful to be a conduit to help.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, Doc, you've been on the receiving end of this great work that Simplifying America's Fund's doing. So take just a minute and tell us your story and how this wonderful organization has helped make a difference in your life.
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you for having me, and thank you for nominating and presenting this check to Simplify and America's Fund. So I was a Navy corpsman. I joined in June 2004, went to boot camp August 2004, and then did my whole year of training, and then deployed late August of 2005 to Ramadi, Iraq, which was one of the most dangerous cities in the world at the time. And by the time I got hit, I was finishing a 7-month deployment. I was 6.5 months in. And I had about 225 combat patrols under my belt at that time, which averaged about 3 patrols a day. And then I got severely wounded. I was hit by a triple stack IED, 3 155 artillery shells. And I knew I was pretty messed up from the get-go. And I knew that I was going home. There was no doubt about it. And so when I woke up in Bethesda, National Naval Medical Center Bethesda, which has now wonderfully merged with Walter Reed and the joint forces that they do there. But I woke up and my dad was standing over me, and I knew then and there that was like everything was going to be okay. Like I didn't have to stress, I didn't have to worry. And then March of 2006 was when I became first came a part of it was then Semper Fi Fund, now Semper Fi and America's Fund.
Sorry.
And just having the family bedside, my dad and grandma there every day, and then when they needed a break to go back home, Semper Fi and America's Fund helped offer travel for and grants and stuff for my mom, my brother, my sister, and other family members to be there, which again was just such an incredible thing, because when I'm going in and out of surgery every other day, I had 32 surgeries in 3 months.
Wow.
And so then traveling to San Diego, and I still have my legs at the time, and battling those battles and having the family bedside and talking to the doctors and advocating, it was just, that took so much stress off of me just in that initial phase of, that allowed me to heal a little bit in the mind. And so that was just the beauty and the beginning of my relationship with Semper Fi and America's Fund. And throughout the years, so October 2006, I had my left leg amputated as a result of the limb salvage. And again, family bedside there. While I was recovering, I was able to go home to be with my family. And then subsequently, 60 something surgeries later, November of 2022, I had my right leg amputated as a result of the injuries as well, failed limb salvage. But it wasn't just the surgeries, it's everything going into and out of all of that, getting to and from the appointments, the x-rays, the MRIs, the physical therapy, lab work, and just knowing that Semper Fi and America's Fund has my back and helping me get to and from, and even going into my amputation on my right leg here at my house, I didn't even think of this, and I think I called Christine one day and I was just like, hey, I'm having the surgery coming up. I don't know. It's my amputation. I talk to Christine all the time, and she's a huge champion and advocate. And but I didn't have a fence around the backyard, and I have 2 English Golden Retriever dogs, and they're huge. And I was so stressed and worried about just them going to and from the bathroom, and not running off or chasing coyotes or coyotes chasing them or rattlesnakes. And so just having the fence installed has offered that sense of peace of mind, knowing that I don't have to physically go stand out there on crutches and try and chase a dog down, while I'm trying to recover and trip and fall. And so it's just such a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I know, like Christine said, there's 32,000 family and service members that they've helped out. And I'm just one of those, and there's 32,000 other stories out there. And so this is, again, so grateful, and I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. And
Wow.
yeah.
No, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, if anybody deserves the thanks, it's you. And we appreciate your service and your sacrifices to take care of us.
Well, thank you.
Yes, sir. And wow, Christine, 32,000 docs, essentially.
32,000 docs, infantrymen, logistics. I mean, you name it, pilots. I mean, every MOS, all services now, we're blessed to be able to assist, not just Navy and Marine Corps where we started out, but all the services to include our Coast Guard men and women, and supporting their family members. Because as Doc said, it was really helpful to have his dad and his grandma there. I personally met his family. And many times when Doc and I chat, we just talk about the family, because that's family, and it's that connection, that lifetime connection. As he said, we've known each other for a very long time, and just being able to talk and maybe work some things out that I see in a different perspective than he does. And it may not seem like a lot to people, but being able to provide a $50 gas card so that you can get to your appointment, so you can have that mental health check-in, you can get to that physical therapy appointment, That's a huge impact on a budget when you have a limited, you may not be able to work as a result of your injuries. And, we're really happy and blessed to be able to provide that to our service members.
Absolutely. Well, and I was telling Breton earlier before you guys joined us, I was honored to do a similar presentation in Tennessee earlier today. And the conversation that come up was these funds will help bridge the gap. And man, what a great place for us to be able to plug in is in that gap. And it
Yes.
sounds like it's very similar here. So Christine, it's the month of the military child. We're honored, Brett and I, to get this grant presented to Semper Fi and America's Fund, $5,000. How are you guys going to use these funds to support our military heroes?
Well, we use the funds to, support them in all different ways across the board, whether it be service member and family support, it be the transition coming off active duty, and then, moving into the civilian world, and also in our integrative wellness programs, whether that be through our neuro fitness program or apprenticeship program, assisting. I always say, you name it, I've probably assisted with, from, getting to your appointments to, the other extreme of helping with modifying homes so that you can get that wheelchair into the bathroom and you're not, not to be too graphic, but you're not down on your bum trying to get into the bathroom because the wheelchair doesn't fit. Yeah. Everybody has a different need because everyone's injury presents differently to them and to their family members. And so we as case managers try to be as helpful and creative and as resourceful as we can to assist those service members to, navigate the space that they may not be familiar with. And then we bring our whole team in along with our visiting nurses, our veteran leads, to provide support in a whole encompassing, sort of family atmosphere. Our nurses know the medical part of it. Our veteran leads, have connections within the employment world. The, getting connected with the VA, sometimes that can be difficult as you move, say maybe you're at Camp Pendleton, but you're going to move to Tennessee. Your services are going to be a little bit different from the active duty side to the VA side. So just having that whole, I think family really fits that whole encompassing relationship, long time relationship with our service member and family members.
Absolutely. And that's exactly what it sounds like. I know that's what it sounds like to me, Breton, is family, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's family and the nurses. It's, Doc won't say he's a hero, but these are, and you too, Jay, you're heroes, and it's the families and the nurses are angels. Just,
yeah.
And it teaches you things like that, teach you what's important in life. It's a blessing because then you learn the real important things like family, patience, pain teaches you, and who's showing up. Like Christine, you're doing this great way. I can't wait to, so when Jay earlier, feel the same way about Homes for Heroes, and all of our affiliates feel the same way to make this stuff possible, is to get the word out even more. I can't wait to tell more and more people. Hopefully people can share this, is Semper Fi and America's Fund. The more people that know about it, the more people can help or get involved. The same with Homes for Heroes, just to keep spreading the word. I was telling Jay, I can't wait to see how many people we can impact 3 years from now.
Right. We would, getting the message out, Doc, is an example, not to make him an example, but, there's a lifelong need for support and assistance, because just because, quote unquote, the injury has healed or the war is over, or however you want to look at it, you're no longer in a combat zone. That doesn't mean that there's not a continuing need. Doc himself had indicated that, he just had a second amputation. Like 18 months ago, 16 months ago, something like that, Doc? Yeah. And, that he went through years and years and years of limb salvation. And now there's a whole nother set of, ways to work through things, but yet those injuries, they just didn't go away because he left the combat zone or he left active duty. And that's the same thing with, many of our service members and their families continuing the lifelong assistance to them to support their injuries and, their road to, having a successful, whole life.
Right. So to that point and getting the word out, how can those joining us watching this learn more about Simplifying America's Fund?
Well, they can go to our website, semper5fund.org. Google, if you Google us, we are an A+ charity rated organization, one of the top military organizations, nonprofits, and they can just Google us at Simplifying America's Fund. Or go to our website, and it has all our programs listed there. It has, how to donate. It has our financials there if you were, to do your due diligence and, your donated dollars and everything else like that. So it's all, there on the website. Of course, we're on all the socials as everyone is these days. So.
Right. So outside of going to the website and making a donation, right? Because that's great. It's great people support great organizations. Is there ways that people can get involved that maybe wanted to, donate time or?
Sure. So that's actually on our website too, on how to get involved. We have many different organizations or people, parents, whatever it might be. They might host a golf tournament. They might host a poker run, a plant sale. We have 2 children who every year around the Marine Corps Marathon timeframe bake apple pies and sell those to donate to us. So there's Doc
likes apple pies, I can tell.
So it's on our website also, just different ways. If you, a lot of people, their runs or their, there was one the other day, I think carrying sandbags. So just all kinds of different ways that people can get involved, but that is also on our website.
That's awesome. And Breton, that's kind of how you kind of got engaged with them, right? It was through one of those events and where people were out there doing things, right?
Exactly. It's all from going to Operation Appreciation in Camp Pendleton is people were out there volunteering and they told me about the program. I've told others, and now I just keep spreading the word. And how can we help?
Awesome.
And we greatly appreciate your donation, inviting us to this chat.
Absolutely. So Christine, Doc, Breton, thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to join me. Thank you guys for everything y'all are doing. Doc, you are a hero, but by doing these kind of things, you're supporting other heroes, right? And that kind of goes back at Homes for Heroes. We call it the circle of giving, right? Everybody supports everybody else through the circle of giving. And for those tuning in, thank you for taking some time to join us and hear more about Simplifying America's Fund and its mission of service. Show us a little bit of love. Give us a like on the video. Give us a share. Leave us a comment. Be sure to tune in to future episodes to hear more all about the nonprofits that Homes for Heroes Foundation partners with nationwide to support our heroes in need. I hope everybody has a great rest of your day, but do me a favor, if you don't mind, just take a second out of your day, find a hero, and say thank you.
Grants from the Homes for Heroes Foundation are made possible by the Homes for Heroes Circle of Giving and its network of real estate professionals who are committed to providing savings to hero groups such as firefighters, EMS, law enforcement, military, active and veterans, healthcare professionals, and teachers. Thank you for watching another Homes for Heroes Foundation grant video about the impact we are making in the hero community with our nonprofit partners. Don't forget to subscribe to the Homes for Heroes YouTube channel, and to learn more about the savings available to heroes through Homes for Heroes, or to learn more about how the Homes for Heroes Foundation is helping heroes in dire need, visit homesforheroes.com.